Hello friends, welcome again to this channel drittleconnect.com. In the last session we have discussed the proxy in JavaScript with get and set. Okay, so we have discussed the get and set. In this session we were discussing the apply. So we have done up to this. Okay, we have a method sum here which will return x plus y. So we had created another handler. Okay, which will use to tap the sum call. Okay, so what we are doing, we are have the apply here which will return the target with arguments 1 and 2, but the arguments will be passed with the proxy. So we have the sum you can see here in the console. Then if you have this here, this argument, then you can see undefined, and if you have arguments, then you can see we have the value 0. So we are using that arguments to call that. Okay. So this is the simple example. You can have log here, whatever thing is called. Okay. And which what value the method is called. You can create a log simply here. You can track them. Okay. So where you can easily use these situations means what are the situations you can use this apply. So let's suppose if there is sum and you want to have some another calculation with after this sum. Okay. So for that you have created a new proxy, and if you want to have the sum, then on after one you want to multiply with 2. Okay, so in sum is separate. You don't to modify this one, but you have a handler. Okay, with the help of handler, you created a new proxy that what simply does it sums the value, but then after you have your own logic, like you have to multiply this one. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, and let's suppose you have another example here. Let another scenario. Let get name. Okay, you have a full name and last name here. Okay, and this one returns by adding your all name, return full name and last name. Okay, so this simply returns your full name if you will have value with them. So we will use here. Okay, and we will use full name. So we will have we have drittle, and we have here connect. Okay, so you can see we are simply getting this get name at full name. Okay, and now what we want to do, we want to do some extra activities on this return. So what we can do, let's suppose if you want to convert into two uppercase. Okay, so we have done some extra here, extra. Okay, so for that we have getting the uppercase. That means you can create an interceptor. That means you can track your response, and whatever the inputs are also able to track, and you can also track your response as well. Okay, so this is also used to create your interceptor level for this method. Okay, so this is the second example of apply. Now we will go for the third type of example. So what you can see, we will create a method. Okay, let's suppose we will create a method called function trace. Okay, trace method, trace methods. Okay, here what we will have, here we will have handler here. Okay, inside handler we have a get here, so we will have a get. Okay, so what you can use, like we will have target property. Okay, and you will have a receiver. You will get the third as a receiver. Okay, So what you can do, let original method equal to target, and you have a prop key, you have a property. Okay, so then after we will return a new function with some arguments. Okay, and we'll have a result here, original method dot apply. We will use the apply here, and with this, and then we have arguments. Okay, so we will get the result here. Okay, and if you want to have a tracking here, then you can write console dot log, and you can log your property. Okay, and let's suppose you have an argument, so you can do like this, stringify arguments. Okay, and let's suppose we have some separator to separate. Okay, and then we will JSON dot stringify the result. Okay, and in the last we will return result. Okay, now after that handler we will create a proxy and return that, return new proxy, and whatever the method we will receive, like suppose this is the function, you can say, or you can say object. Okay, so we have the object and we have the handler here. Okay, so with this trace method will take the input as object, and we will use this one handler get. Okay, now what we will do, let we have an object here. Okay, inside object we have two methods, multiply with the parameter a comma b, which will return a multiply b. So we have a method here and we have another method here. You can set square. Okay, so if you will pass this, then you will return multiply a comma a, and this will have this square. So we have an object which have two methods, multiply and square. Okay, internally this square will use this multiply. Okay, now what we will do, we will pass this object to create a new proxy. Let h equal to trace method. Okay, okay, h dot multiply 3. We have the mistake, that one. Okay, so if you will console the result, you will get your output, but you have a tracing here. Okay, so you can see what we have consoled here. Multiply method is calling with two parameters and their output is 6. So you can have a log here if you will do like a separate method. Okay, this is a generic method you can use to pass your object, class object, like you can also pass. Okay, and you will get tracing of all the things what is happening inside your square. So in square we are passing this method and property. Okay. So now if you will see what is coming inside this receiver, you are getting nothing. Okay. So this is going to the infinite loop. So just we have to close, or you can have to reload this one. Okay, forcefully. So that was simply inside this. Okay, inside the topic proxy. So what we have covered, we will get the summary of this one. Okay, so basically 47. Okay, so we have a mistake here. Okay, so what we have learned inside the term proxy. So basically proxy is a method, okay, inside ES6, okay, which is called with the help of new keyword, okay, and this is used to create an interceptor. Okay, so whatever is being to set, you can track them, you can create the log there. Okay, you can tap any call with get, set, or apply. Okay, why we use proxy? This is the example of why we use. We have a interceptor. If you want to modify some value of the, if you want to use the validations. Okay, so these are the use and how to use. This is the trick. Okay, you can create a handler and you have an object here. With handler you can create a new proxy. Okay, and get will only return, and here you can do whatever you can do. It's up to you. It's basically tapping your call. Okay, and we have set method, get method, and apply method. Okay, here, and apart from this we have some more features inside this proxy, so that's rarely used. You can have only a look on this. We can just paste it from the official site. Okay, so these are the more things apart from get, set, and apply, like constructs, traps, uses of new operator. Okay, if you want to track if something is creating new, okay, with new operator, then it is used. Okay, get prototype of traps and internal call to get prototype of. Okay, set prototype of traps a call to object dot set prototype of is extensible traps a call to object. This one, that means it will track this one. Okay, prevent extensions, traps a call to object dot prevent extensions. Get on property descriptor, traps a call to object. Okay, that means if you will call this, then you can trap with the help of these things. Okay, so these are all inside this. Okay, these three and these all things. Okay, so this is the proxy inside our ES6 version, which was introduced in 2015. Okay, so thanks for watching our session. We will come with more JavaScript topics. Okay, stay tuned and like our video, subscribe our channel so that you can get notification of whatever the new things coming on. Okay, okay, thanks for watching.